Boardemonium is a game for 2 to 4 players, 8 plus years old, that lasts 30 to 45 minutes. The game is based on the doctrine by the philosopher Heraclitus of Ephesus that all is flux. The only thing that is constant is change. Players collect gems and coins to win the game. Gems and coins are collectively called valuables. The game is played using two custom dice, the action die and the movement die. There are four colored meeples that represent the four players. And there is also a merchant and a thief who are collectively controlled by all players. Players draw tiles from a bag to create the board. There are tiles with coins and gems that you can collect. Tiles allowing you to reroll or even teleport. Holes that you might fall in. And even trampolines allowing you to jump over gaps on the board. Players use three types of cards to change both the board and the rules of the game. Trade cards set the rates and cost for trading with the bank and the merchant. Gold cards set the conditions for winning the game. Some contain only gems, some only coins, but most of them both. Rule cards allow changing the game board and the rules. There are three types of rule cards. Normal rule cards. They have no special symbol on them and their effect is active as long as they're open. For example, here we have two cards. When drawing a card from any draw pile, secretly see the top two, play one, and put the other back on top of the draw pile. Then we have endgame rule cards. They have a yellow star on the top right corner, and they provide additional ways for ending and winning the game. For example, when this card is open, if you have no valuables before rolling the action die, the game ends and you win. And finally, there are the action rule cards. They have a red lightning on the top right corner. When you draw them, you perform the action described on them, and then you put the card to the bottom of the rule cards discard pile. And the previous rule card remains active. For example, this is the parachuter. You can move your meeple to any tile you want and perform the action there, and then your turn ends. In the rulebook, you can find a detailed description of all rule cards. At the beginning of your turn, if you have all the valuables or more shown on the currently open gold card, the game ends and you win. Else, on your turn, you do three things. First, you roll the action die. Depending on the result, you do one of the following. Open a new rule card. Open a new trade card. Open a new gold card. Move the merchant. Roll the movement die and move the merchant accordingly. Move the thief. Roll the movement die and move the thief accordingly. Play any one of the other five actions. Also, if there is one or more tiles with this sign on it and no gem, then you can add any gem you like from the bank on one of them. After rolling and resolving the action die, you get a tile from the bag and you place it according to the tile placement rules. Finally, you roll the movement die and you move your meeple this exact number of tiles according to the meeple movement rules. This is a snapshot of a 4-player game. That's it. Now, You know the basics in order to go and play Boardemonium. Have fun! If you want to try Boardemonium, there's a tabletopia version that you can play for free. You do not need to register in order to play the game.